Hey Pixies! Today we're doing a review and first impressions of f3fa dips. I have Unicorn and Tres Leches. I hope I said that right. I'm not sure that I did, but I hope I did. So Unicorn was $8.50 and Tres Leches was $7.50. She was having a sale, so I did get 50% off. I ordered 4 dips. And my total was, I think with shipping, $21. So not bad at all. I'm currently wearing the Double Dip Medium Stiletto Gel Tips. And I just did a fill-in. This week I will have had them on for a month. So that's what I'm wearing currently. And I'm going to be using the Double Dip Gel Base to apply the dip powder. So right now I am just applying a nice thin layer of the gel base. And I'm just kind of cleaning it up off of my skin a little bit, any parts that got a little dot of base. And I'm pouring Unicorn into the cupcake liner, and I'm going to pour Tres Leches into the cupcake liner as well. And I am going to be doing all of my fingers with the foil dip except my ring finger. That one is going to be solid white because we are going to do our chrome bunny on that finger. So I love the bunnies and all of the spring manicures because they could be Easter, or if you don't celebrate Easter, they could just be spring. So it's super fun. And these foils are exactly the type that I like, super fine. And I'm just patting them down, and then I'm going to cure for 30 seconds after I clean up my cuticle area. But you have to be really careful if you have any other dip powders open, because super fine foils like this, they'll kind of flake apart and contaminate your other powders. So I'm really careful around my solid, and amazingly, I didn't contaminate it. I was kind of shocked I didn't contaminate it because I'm a very messy dipper, and I was sure I was going to contaminate it. But you'll see whenever I dust off, I move the white completely to the other side. You can't even see it in the screen because I didn't want to be dusting off and have those little foils like fly through the air and hit that white dip powder. So these are the exact foils I like. As I was saying, I just like whenever they melt into the nail, and you can have them sticking up after you cure or after your base dries, and the rest just kind of melt away. Now, the only less than stellar thing is that as I'm applying the second layer, the purple is melting into the white. So it's turning the white base of this dip powder a pink. So my nails actually don't end up being white with purple and blue foils. They end up being a pink, which was fine. It totally matched the rest of the manicure, so I was not upset about it. I may try to apply this with dip liquids and play around with it and see if there's something else I can do so that it doesn't bleed, but it does bleed. Now that could be the foils, it could just be the color. I'm not sure, but I am going to play around with it. If I have any updates for you, I'll put it in the description box. If it's after the video's up, I'll post it on my Instagram stories and let you know if I found a way or what I was doing wrong. But yeah, like I said, it didn't bother me, but if you're looking for it to be white, this does not end up being white for me. Doesn't mean it won't end up being white for you, but for me and the liquids that I used, it didn't. But like I said, that's the only less than stellar thing I have to say. I cured the second dip and dusted off. Now I'm going to do a third dip of just the white on my ring finger because with the jelly tips, it's a little bit more transparent than what I wanted. The third dip totally cures that and it's completely saturated. Now I'm going to do my encapsulation, and when working with gel, I apply the gel base, cure that for 30 seconds, and the gel top coat, cure that for 60 seconds. I only show you each on just my thumb because that'll get the point across. I've shown it in so many other videos. I always show the full process, but this time I just kind of cut it a little shorter. Now you will notice the Modelones makes it bleed a little bit more than the double dip. So I don't know if there's something to that or what, but if you just heard a noise, my cat's sitting on my lap and he sneezed, so. But I don't know if that's what's going on or what, but I've buffed out and reshaped right here. Now I'm taking that Modelones Gel top coat and I'm using this dotting tool to make a half moon kind of at the bottom of my nail because it's kind of hard to see because the nail's white and then I'm putting the gel on. But I'm just doing a half circle there, completely covering that whole bottom part of my nail, and that's going to be the bunny head. Now I'm going to do the bunny ears. So I haven't done anything other than what you've seen. I didn't cure, nothing. I'm taking that dotting tool and I'm dragging it up wider at the bottom and then up into a little point at the tip. And those are going to be our bunny ears. Both are going to go straight up. Once I have them in place and as even as I can get them, I'm going to flash cure for 10 seconds. Now I'm taking the Nailux Co purple chrome pen and I am going to fill in where I have the gel top coat flash cured. The reason you flash cure is because then it's still a little tacky. It's set enough that it doesn't move, but it's still got that tacky layer. And the chrome, at least for this particular chrome, it doesn't stick to anything except the gel top coat that's been flash cured. So any little bit that gets anywhere else kind of dusts off. So I'm just filling all of that in and then I'm going to cure it for about 30 to 45 seconds just to kind of finish curing that top coat. After curing the chrome, I use a fluffy nail brush to dust off any excess, not a stiff nail brush because we don't want to damage the chrome. Now these are the gel liners from Double Dip. I'm just taking the green on this dotting tool and doing random little green spots, which will be our greenery. Every time I finish with a color, I flash cure for 10 seconds to kind of hold everything in place. I am now doing with black, just two little closed eyes, and then I do tiny little eyelashes coming off. Every time I'm done with a color, I'm flash curing for about 10 seconds. So now I'm taking the pink and these are our flowers. I'm not doing petals or anything. I'm just doing little dots because we have such a small space to work in. So I'm just doing different colored dots. And then once I have them in place, like I said, I'm flash curing for about 10 seconds after each color. And then I'm going to do a little silver dot right in the center to make it look a little bit more like a flower. I decided our bunny needed some little pink in the ear, so I'm taking, this is just the actual brush from that gel liner, and I'm just doing a little pink center, and then I'm going to cure all of the gel for 60 seconds, which is a full cure. After we're done curing our gel, we're going to apply the Double Dip Gel Base, and if you noticed, I used my Model 1s for encapsulation. I always do that because it's cheaper, and I like to use that for my buffing and filing, and I like to keep my Double Dip for the actual application and finish gel. The reason we apply the gel base first is because a gel top coat likes a tacky surface. So this gel base cured for 30 seconds will give us that tacky top coat so that our top coat doesn't, not tacky top coat, the tacky layer for our top coat to adhere to so that it doesn't peel or chip on us. Now we're going to apply our gel top coat. So I do a layer of this and cure that. For my lamp, bases cure in 30 seconds and top coats cure in 60 seconds. And I will have everything linked down below. I do have discount codes for Double Dip. Pixie 20 gets you 20% off everything all the time except the mystery boxes. But if you use AMMYSTERY, when you purchase a mystery box, you'll get a little freebie with it. And then Pixie 50 gets you 50% off the BellaVena Nail Drill. So all of my discount codes and all of the products will be linked down below, including my Amazon products. Now that everything's cured, I have a lint-free wipe with some alcohol on it, and I'm just using that to wipe up any of the little foils and the chrome around my cuticle on that ring finger, and it comes right off. So this is our finished look and I love it. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you've tried f3fa dips before. I'm going to apply my cuticle oil, and while I do that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. YouTube will then recommend it to others. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or find me on Instagram at dippingpixie or TikTok dippingpixie. Make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on. I have new videos every Monday and Thursday. That's it for this one, guys, and I will see you in the next one.